This week's Nifty Gifties on F5 Live Refreshing Technology is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Whether you're looking for a new laptop, tablet, Xbox, games, or a whole lot more, you can get them at the Microsoft Store. Remember, current students, faculty, parents, and active military can save up to 10% off almost everything. To browse the products and learn more about the discounts, you can go to f5live.tv/Microsoft. Speaking of a long-time Microsoft partner, some things are happening over at Logitech. Over the last couple of years, the company has been purchasing a lot of companies, particularly in the content creator and gaming/streaming space. Blue Microphones, for example, which was created by our good friend Skipper Wise, who also created this company and designed this microphone sitting in front of me. And the one sitting in front of Avram. You just can't see it. Those were both designed by Skipper. He started Blue Microphones. Logitech purchased them in 2018. Before that, ASTRO Gaming, a premium line of gaming accessories, was purchased by Logitech in 2017. In just 2021, Logitech purchased Mevo, the camera that's sitting here in front of me. And in fact, it's the camera you're watching me on right now. And that was brought into their Logitech for Creators brand. And the Mevo name has been subsumed into that Logitech for Creators. Now, all of it is being done away with at different levels, and it's all coming under the Logitech G brand, which is their gaming accessories. Blue is no more as of, I think, July 7th. Blue will be no more. All of the microphones built under the Blue name, like the Yeti X, the Snowball, will all move under the Logitech G name entirely. So it'll be the Logitech G Yeti, the Logitech G Snowball, no longer the Blue Yeti or Blue Snowball. Astro will become a product series inside of Logitech G. So Logitech G has like their Pro line, and above that is going to be the Astro line, but they will not operate independently. And all of Logitech for Creators is gone and coming under the Logitech G umbrella as well. We don't know exactly what the name Mevo is going to do, because I'll tell you, I've got 2 sets of Mevos here in the studio right now. The other one's just out of reach. The first generation has the Mevo logo here on the side. The second generation does not, but it does have the Logi logo on the front under the lens. So it's possible that we will also see the Mevo branding go away as well. They did not talk about Mevo, but they did talk about the parent of Logitech for Creators. I think this is an interesting move. I think I understand why they're getting rid of the Blue branding. In the interim years between Skipper leaving and Logitech buying them, their quality was questionable. My brother purchased a Blue Snowball that was produced after his departure, and it shocked him on several occasions. So production quality went down, and I think that probably hurt the brand. And so dumping the brand name entirely is probably an okay idea. Maintaining Astro seems like a good idea, since people in the gaming space know Astro and know it for its quality. And I don't think anybody knows what Logitech for Creators even existed, except for me, because I've got a box over there that has it on the as a sticker on the side. But I mean, there's history to these names, and I don't know. Sometimes I get weird about throwing the history of the brand away unless the brand has been totally destroyed. I don't think Blue's
Yeah,
totally destroyed. I think it could have been rehabilitated. Astro definitely isn't. I don't think enough people even knew what Mevo was to feel like it was damaged. I What do you think?
I mean, it's one of those things that's a tough call if you're a company is managing different brands and
Mm-hmm.
deciding how much you're going to keep that brand alive. So, um, HP has a really bad history with sort of taking the life out of brands and
Oh,
that they
Palm.
bought. And
Oh, I'm sorry. I coughed Palm.
Palm is obviously a huge one, but Voodoo is another one that
Yeah.
comes to mind that they bought. Like, people probably don't even remember now that Voodoo was like a high end gaming PC company,
Yeah.
and they bought Voodoo, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna have a couple of things with Voodoo name on it, and then they almost immediately got rid of the Voodoo name. I don't think anything having to do with Voodoo remained, but periodically they would come out with a laptop or a desktop and say it has Voodoo DNA. Like, what does that mean? Uh, so
It was designed by
you
the
know,
people we purchased in the acquisition.
yeah. Now, at the moment, they still haven't like killed HyperX. Um, so like HyperX, they bought HyperX from Kingston,
Yeah.
and they're still and it still exists as a brand. So, I mean, what they're doing as a brand, I'm not sure is fantastic, but they still exist. So, I mean, Logitech obviously has a lot of. I mean, I don't know about the Logitech G brand specifically, but Logitech as a brand has a lot of brand equity. Uh,
Very true.
Generally, their reputation is good, although it's not really. I don't know if it's broken through as a gamer brand, even though they have the Logitech G stuff, and
Logitech
it is
G.
pretty good.
Logitech G is a pretty solid name in the
I
gaming
mean,
space, especially the Logitech G
it's
Pro. I've got I've got uh, Logitech G keyboard and mouse now at Mission Control.
yeah. I mean, their keyboards and mice are really good. I don't doubt that they are. I don't know if that word has broken through to the gaming community,
So
uh,
the thing
but
that's interesting is Astro, which they're not getting rid of, they're just making it the Logitech G Astro series, right? Has a lot of brand equity in the gaming world as like above pro level audio, mixers and headsets and controllers and kind of a whole line of stuff. And I don't know if that's going to trickle if they put the Logitech G name in front of it. Is that going to help trickle it down, or is that going to water down Astro? Right? I don't know.
right, it's. I mean, it's hard to say. I think that their goal seems to be that they want everything to fall under the Logitech G brand. Um, Not great news for people who loved Blue, but I don't know. I don't feel like the Blue name was so fantastic that it needs to remain.
Yeah,
Um,
certainly not
I
in modern day. If we go back to the
right,
days, because they were originally founded making professional microphones for stage and
yeah,
screen.
yeah,
Because Skipper Wise is a blues musician, if I remember correctly, who hated the quality of microphones and set about to make something better. And
yeah,
then things devolved at some point into, the snowball and the Yeti that we know today,
yeah.
of which you had one fall apart on your desk one day.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't like it. I didn't. I mean, it was okay for like a little while, but I didn't really like the way that it like rocked back and forth or whatever. And then one day the and apparently this was very common. Having looked it up, the USB port just kind of broke, and there are videos online about how you could open it up and try and buy a new USB receptacle and solder
Hmm.
it. But I end up buying this Bumblebee, and I love the Bumblebee, and I love it because it's designed to not look like a Yeti. So
Yeah.
um, which a lot of things are designed to look like the Yeti because
Yeah.
I guess they decide that that's a good form factor for a mic where it's like on this little stand and it kind of rocks back and forth. But I don't like that. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
I mean,
I'm a
I don't.
I'm a big fan of this whole line. Obviously, there's still one sitting on my desk, first gen.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I didn't like the second gen as much because first of all they tried to be more traditional look, and then
yeah.
they went away from the Bumblebee branding or whatever. Well, I mean they want to make it black and yellow so much or whatever because I guess they thought it was too, I don't know, polarizing or whatever. But whatever. Anyway, so
And I think they stopped coming with the characters.
yeah, because they didn't think it was cool anymore. They don't want to be cool anymore. That's I think that happens a lot when you get bought. You don't get to be cool anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Neat is now under its fourth ownership since it was founded.
is it Turtle Beach or
It's
something?
Turtle Beach now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was originally
So
Gibson when they were making and this and all the like cool stuff. It was Gibson, the
yeah,
guitar company that makes, you know, green wooden guitars and, the Les Paul series, and
yeah,
they know how to be
yeah.
cool.
Cool
Yeah.
stuff.
And Turtle Beach was like,
Exactly.
we're going to go with understated. All right.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep. So anyway, to make a long story short, yeah, I mean, I don't feel like anyone's going to miss those brands too much. I don't think that it's poison exactly because the you know the Logitech G brand is a strong brand. It's not like
Yeah.
they're trying to hook it to a brand that is you know
Yeah.
that is disreputable.
It's true. It's the only one that I feel so Mevo I feel a personal connection to, and I hope that we don't lose that name. Um, but the one that I worry about is Astro, because like right now Astro has its own website, it has its own identity. And if I remember correctly, if you go to the website right now, I don't even think if you look, you'll find a Logitech logo on the site like you will for Mevo. Yeah, certainly not on the homepage. Somewhere you might be able to find it, but nowhere on the homepage do you see a Logitech logo. You do on the Mevo site right away, and I think Blue as well. So I worry that one might get diluted. Not that I worry about the quality of the product changing, because Logitech's been designing and producing the Astro product since 2017. So, I'm not worried about the quality of the product changing. I'm just worried that maybe the brand itself might get diluted if from people who don't know already that it's Logitech. But I imagine Logitech has a better history with maintaining their brands and dealing with this type of thing than say HP for sure, because I'm pretty sure everybody's got a better history than HP, except maybe Facebook. Uh, but yeah, I assume they've put in the research. They've decided that the risk is worth taking. But Astro worries me a little bit, but not enough that I think it's going to go anywhere. So we will see. It looks like July 7th is the magic day that stuff starts to happen. I know all of the social channels are going to collapse in on the Logitech G brand that day. So if you're following Logitech for Creators or possibly Mevo, I don't know, Astro, Blue, all of those are going to collapse in on the Logitech G social media channels on, I think, July 7th. And then I imagine we'll start seeing the websites redirect and things like that shortly after. But, you know, there's a lot of history in these brands. Hopefully they don't get screwed up in this move. Fingers crossed. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course hit the notification bell, because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to plughitslive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.